So this is going to be a longer term update and outlook. This is also going to be our watch list for, say, the next week. And basically, it's going to be our watch list for September as well, because basically we just have monthly candles that are showing signs of reversal. So this month, we're looking for a break below the lows of each monthly candle. Nvidia is probably going to be one of the weaker ones this month. This thing just got pummeled. At least some stocks tried to not get brutalized. But below 149.59, we're looking for a move back to the 140 price area. Say that 135 to 140 price area. I have no indication that that's going to break like soon, but eventually, when it does, I guess longer term, I would suspect it does. We're going to look for a move back down here. And then if that breaks, we're looking for a move down here, super long term. So that's what I'm thinking, super long term for Nvidia. Tesla, I think this one we can look at and kind of eyeball it and say, okay, we had a break of this trend line, right? We broke down, bounced, retested. So now we successfully reject or showing signs of a rejection. So below 271.81, which was August lows, we break that monthly count and we probably headed back to this trend line. This trend line break, we get a move down to say about 169, which is right near our COVID low anchor VWAP, and a retest of those August 2020 highs, right? Or resistance from area from 2020, which could now act as support. You break down, get a bounce, you come back retest. If you successfully retest there and reject and give something similar to this, it's a higher, much higher probability that you're headed back to these pre-pandemic lows. I think it's a fairly high probability that we get a move back towards this trend line. And then I would just say, without seeing any kind of price action, we're looking at I would say a 60-40 shot of breaking this trend line just because of fundamentals. But of course, we need to see price action. And like I said, if that breaks, then we know what we got going forward. QQQ, similar thing, same monthly candle. Still looking for a move back to the pre-pandemic highs, right in line with this trend line, somewhere near this trend line as well. Um, so basically at 240 price, then maybe 215. And if we bounce the chop there, which we probably will, look once that breaks, we're looking for 187 to 195. The dollar, pretty crazy month. Tried to break down, turned around, ripped through. So we've been consolidating for about 8 days right here. Still looking at 110. And then beyond that, we talking a break to the 120s. So that's what we're looking at there. And I would say 115 would be the first place where we start to um, kind of adjust our position. So it's because we got that retest there of old support. That's where we had our breakdown at. So 115 the first place there. And SPY is basically similar to QQQ, except in July, SPY was an inside month. So that's the only difference there. I don't know if one will be weaker than the other, but below 395, same concept applies. Looking for a move back down to pre-pandemic highs, all that kind of stuff. And QQQ, I would say just the daily looks pretty good. Getting pretty heavy on this trend line here inside day. Breakdown could be pretty easy in the very near term. So just watch that. Got a gap fill below, and got some demand levels down here that we're looking at getting back to. So that's pretty much everything. We'll just keep taking it day by day. And those are my favorite setups going into September. If I find anything else, I'll definitely let you guys know. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this month. This will be a good month. So let's just trade safely, responsibly, and make some money.